I'm Ed. Welcome to my channel. I decided to share this e-bike basics video that I made for a family member who's new to electric bikes. I'm giving them one of my project bikes, a Mongoose Dolomite ALX that I converted to an e-bike. Although the video is about that bike, many of the other topics I review are common to most e-bikes and bikes in general. Of course, this is no substitute for owner's manuals or a pro at a bike shop, or a YouTube video by one of the experts like Calvin at Park Tools. It's simply something I put together to help a relative. I hope it will help you too. I've broken the video down into 5 parts that you can jump to if you're interested in one particular topic. Topics I cover are all things battery, operating the e-bike, how far can you go, flat tire air pressure, and adjusting a front fork. Now let's get started. All things battery. There's a key lock on the left side. Underneath it is a USB charge port. It's 5 volt, 1 amp. On the right side, under this cover, there's an outlet for a plug to charge it. You can charge with the battery in place or pull the battery off. Charger is slow, which is good. There's info going around the internet that says that fast chargers are the ones that cause batteries to overheat and catch fire. Personally, I use a fire bag if I charge indoor. There's a little button here that when you push the indicator lights, it shows the battery status. They're like the ones you have on your cordless drill batteries. These give you a better indication of how charged the battery is than the display. See here, the display shows 58%, but the battery shows much less. Once the battery gets below 50%, it drops off very fast. I take the battery off when transporting the bike because it makes the bike lighter by about 9 pounds. Without the battery, the bike weighs about 55 pounds. If you're going to use your battery for a while, I like to keep it around 60 to 80%. This is supposed to increase battery life. Heat kills the battery too. So if you're storing the battery outside, take the battery off and keep it in an air-conditioned house. Topic 2, operating the bike. Push the center button to turn on the display and to cycle through the screens. The plus and the minus buttons will take the power from 0 to 9. This is adjustable. Originally I had 3 levels, but the low power level was too strong and it would jerk the bike when starting out. On the right side you have the standard 8-speed shift that moves the chains between the cogs. So in essence you have 9 power speeds with 8 different gears or 72 possible combinations. Mid-drive motors handle more like bicycles and require you be in the correct gear. People would sometimes snap chains when the motor lugged, but I've installed a cutoff switch. See here. The cutoff switch momentarily stops the motor when you shift gears. Between this bike and my other mid-drive one, I have over 1,000 miles and I never snapped the chain. Applying the hydraulic disc brakes will also disengage the motor. The speed sensor here with this magnet on the spoke on the rear wheel detects when the motor is in motion and activates the motor. Pushing the plus and minus button together will reset the distance, max and minimum speeds and time. Always hold the brake when you do this or set the power to 0 because otherwise if you don't time it right, the bike can lunge forward. Because pushing the minus button activates the power assist and moves the bike. It is useful for example if you're walking uphill, but it'll scare you the first time you slip up. Topic 3, how far can you go? There's a throttle here if you don't want to pedal. I use it mostly starting from dead stops. Using this takes more power and gives you less distance. How far you go depends on lots of different factors. Your size, tire air pressure, the terrain, the weather, how much you pedal, the battery size, how much it's charged. It's one of those things you have to learn for yourself. That being said, I've done 30 miles on this, but I weigh around 150 pounds and the conditions were perfect. Topic 4, the tires. These are 26-inch by 4-inch wide and have flat out and inner tubes to help prevent leaks. I put it in all my tires for my bikes. They have a maximum air pressure of 20 psi. On paved streets, I go with around 15 psi to have a little cushion. Topic 5, adjusting the front fork. I replaced the original stiff fork with this air fork. Here underneath are the air pressure settings on the side based on your weight. On the left side under the cap is the air pressure nozzle. I use a special hand pump with a gauge to set it. See here. The right side sets the tension and you turn it to give more cushion. Rule of thumb is to have less bounce on paved level surfaces. I bought this fork for a light duty use, streets and gravel trails with maybe a few rocks. I'd be cautious if I used it in anything else. I've included links below for items shown in this video. I hope that eBikes Basic will help all those starting out. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching.